Alrighty, so I was honestly kind of chilling this weekend. Wasn't really sure if I was going to do any more Brawl videos, to be honest, because, I mean, Brawl's alright and all. I mean, I know a lot of people have been complaining about it, but I don't have too many issues with it for the most part, but it's mainly because I have a lot of, like, other characters and stuff in my box built up that I can kind of swap around to. But this is what I've been messing with now that Jelly King is a little bit out of the price range. Not Jelly King himself, but the overall team for it. I've seen some people using the Goddess team, and I do like the Goddess team. I think the Goddess team is really cool. It's unfortunate that you have to rely so much on Mael in a lot of cases, but in a game mode like this, where people are kind of coming up with like these gimmicky strategies or whatever, not being able to be stat lowered is really, really nice, and Mael just does a lot of damage in general. So we're just going to be probably blowing through a bunch of tickets here so I can try to get more towards the spot that I need to be in so that way I can kind of coast for the rest of the week. If I'm being honest, I don't really want to just have to keep working on this game mode for the rest of the the time that it's out. So it looks like this might be a bot. I can't actually tell since he didn't have evasion food or anything. Ooh, Assault Melee, super tanky actually, really funny. He has Tarmiel Link on his Zeldris, which is alright. We do pull extra Mael cards, which is really nice. I'm running SR Green Gowther in the back line. He's super cheap. I know a lot of people probably won't have him invested into enough, but he's really cheap, and he lowers the defense-related stats of the enemy by 15%, which isn't like the craziest you've ever seen, but still pretty solid overall, and makes for a kind of like nice, heavy-hitting setup in a lot of scenarios. Like, I mean, he's bringing down my CC a little bit and stuff like that, but realistically, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Ludo, on the other hand, I don't ever really get much use out of this green Ludo, but he's actually really cool. His Pierce card can do some pretty good damage, and that shield sometimes is just really, really nice. Dude, this melee is so tanky. I really thought I was going to have him on that one. Okay, I was about to say, here's hoping for some more Mael cards. I do only pull one, which is not great. Maybe in this scenario it would be better to just kill the rest of the team off. I really don't know. He's lost his basic stats at this point, so that's at least nice. I mean, on the other hand, he's not doing too much damage to me. I mean, Gowther's obviously taking a decent amount of damage here. Okay. Monspeed surprisingly doing pretty well as well. Okay, he got way too much life back there, so I think I'm just going to swap and go for his other teammates here. I don't know if Monspeed's necessarily the character that I should go for. Maybe that's the best case. I could put up the shield, or I could go for more card space. I think we'll go for more card space, just to see if we can pull more Mael cards, but decent little bit there. Not 100% positive this is going to kill. Yeah, not quite enough. Okay, well, this first match is definitely a little bit of a different speed than I'm used to. I feel like most of the time I'm able to kill either the main DPS character on the team and then just everything falls apart, or there's a forfeit or something like that. A lot of the Chaos matches that I play are pretty fast, so at least I normally have that going for me, but this is actually a cool team. I like the Assault Melee team. It's I've seen it a couple of times. I haven't seen it work quite as well as this. Ooh, he deleted that card out of my hand too, which is kind of good. Okay, we get a Fury Cutter, which is nice. I think I'm just gonna throw the maybe we just go for the AoE into another one of these single targets, just in case that doesn't kill Monspeed, because for some reason Monspeed is actually becoming the biggest annoyance on the team, which is kind of weird. Honestly, it's really cool. I love Monspeed as a character as well, so it's kind of nice to be able to see a little bit of damage and stuff coming from him. Okay, he has Green Derriere in the back line. I could push for like Ludo's ultimate. The unfortunate part is that Ludo doesn't really do too much with his ultimate. His ultimate doesn't hit very hard. It puts up a little bit of a shield, which can be kind of nice. And I'm assuming that he'll try to rip through my my shield that I put up, so it might not work out too well. This actually may end up being the perfect scenario to throw it up, though. Problem is well, I guess it's not going to matter too much either way. If I go for the big shield it shouldn't matter, because even though I'm not attacking him, he is going to gain the basic stat increase, but the ultimate already gives him a basic stat increase anyway. So I think it'll be okay that I didn't attack there. Plus, we didn't give him any more stats or anything, which could end up being kind of nice. So it should just overwrite these basic stat increases that he already has. It'll probably break the shield, and if he has an Amplify to follow it up with, he'll probably kill somebody, and then it'll be game, but I think I'm okay with it. I lose. I have, like, roughly an 80% win rate at the moment, so I lose roughly, like, 1 in 5 matches. And, yeah, it's not looking good here. Okay, he goes for the Ludo. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Unless I just get, like, a... Well, I mean, I do merge here. Maybe I should have just tried to go for my L ultimate or something like that. I'm not honestly sure what my best plan of action could have been there. Plus, now that my angels are gone, probably not going to be able to do as much damage as I want to be able to do here, so... Alright, well, good job, buddy. Alright, okay, so we have a demon team. We'll see how this goes. Okay, it's green Frowdren, actually, so it's not even that big of a deal. Kind of tempted to throw on... Maybe not. I kind of want to throw up the shield, but I'll be honest, I don't think the shield is going to matter too much here. So I think we're just going to go for something like this, get some extra damage out. I'm always scared that it's going to be blue Frowdren, and he's going to go for, like, ultimate increase, but most of the time, I don't know, like, what the cost on blue Frowdren is at the moment, but it can't be great considering people are opting to use the green one, I guess. Like, I assume there's probably a decent amount of, like, ult rush teams that people were using early on. But it seems like I'm in a decent enough position here. So he might end up lifestealing a little bit back here if he attacks with the Demon King, which could be a problem. But I actually think I'm okay for the most part. That literally did 0. Yeah, he's probably going to lifesteal a little bit back here. So he's probably going to be above the 50% mark if I had to guess. So luckily I don't even have to attack into the melee if I don't want to, because it doesn't have a taunt on it. So let's go for something like this. If the first 2 cards end up killing, which I'm not 100% sure if Ludo will be able to make that much damage up. Maybe he will. Yeah, okay. And then the extra one goes on to whoever. Even if it goes onto the melee, I'm very confident that it kills, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so it's crazy to me how many people are still trying to make Demon Team work, or Demon King. I mean, I understand he's good and all, but I don't have many issues with Demon King unless he gets like a really, really lucky merge or something like that, or like, I don't know, just has the perfect team, but most of the time it doesn't really work out. I don't know. One thing that's really baffling to me about this is that I was using this team yesterday. I could probably even remove Liz if I wanted to and swap over to like a different Angel, to be honest. Could even potentially put a better backliner on at the moment, but it's weird because the team costed 4,700 points yesterday, and I was like, okay, well, I'm probably not going to be able to use this team tomorrow because of the fact that it's almost at 5,000. And then, lo and behold, today, that's really unfortunate. Today, it costs 4,400. It went down in price. I don't know if just less people are using the Angels or like whatever the case is, but I never know what's going to happen with the points in this game. It's so weird. All right, we have another catastrophe team. The catastrophes do pretty well. And so I need to... I mean, once you kill the Roxy off, it pretty much all falls apart on them, so not going to be that big of an issue. Obviously, the last match, you could kind of see like how it goes. If they actually have invested into their catastrophes and they go first, it's pretty likely that they're going to be able to kill your main DPS character, and then it falls apart, but if you get to go first against the catastrophe team, killing Roxy off is not that difficult most of the times. You can see even with the... Well, I mean, I guess it just depends on if you can tell if they have CC food versus evasion food, of course, because a good Tarmiel Link is kind of hard to get through sometimes with just 2 attacks. So, really just depends on the food that they're using. But, okay, we have another Assault Mode team. Honestly, I think we try to go for the minions this time and don't screw up like we did last time. So, let's go for this... to bait the evasion out. And then let's go ahead and just kill off Chandler. Oh, I forgot the, I'm actually, well, I think it just makes me attack Gallon. I don't think it's going to, like, miss or anything on any other character. So this actually might not still be too bad. So we kill the Gallon off. Pretty much no problem there. That should be a little bit less that we have to deal with. He probably does have a backliner, yeah, if I had to guess with this team. Red Monspeed. I don't think Red Monspeed's going to be nearly as good as the blue one, but, or not the blue one, the green one. He is rushing Melly's ultimate here. Could be a problem. I actually have a stun. Let's go for this. I'm going to get a little bit of a counter there. We're going to stun the Chandler just in case, and then I'm going to kill off the Monspeed. Not 100% sure. I was going to say maybe I could kill the Chandler off, but I actually don't think I'm going to be able to. He's still going to end up being able to use 2 cards here, which is not great for me. Maybe should have tried to put on the shield instead here. This might be a little bit of a... Yeah, because he's got max stacks on. He puts on the basic stats. This is going to be really rough, I can already tell. Assault mode is very interesting. That is the most fun that I have with this game mode, seeing how the meta changes and what teams people are using. Okay, I was expecting way more from that. Wow, and he didn't kill. That's crazy. I feel really bad for that. That guy should have won 100%, but it just didn't do enough damage. So... Damn, man, I really do feel bad for that. Alright, dude, Assault mode, it must be, like, the meta right now, I guess. Maybe not, like, the meta, but you know what I'm saying. Like, this must be, like, one of the more popular teams to use. Let's just go for... I think we try to kill off the Melascula here. I don't typically like using both of my L cards, but... This AoE does so much damage, plus it's going to make sure that he doesn't like refresh his basic stat increase, so that's kind of nice. We can go ahead and knock a character out, which is good. We do end up giving him another stack, which kind of sucks, but... Who's his backliner? Okay, he has Red Zeldris, which is actually a pretty decent backliner, but he's only going to get two buffs from his passive. Okay, decent bit of damage there, nothing too crazy. Okay, goes for a second one. The AoE is probably going to give me a decent amount of HP back if I had to guess. Plus, we can try to kill off these side units. I'm not 100% positive that this is going to kill the Derriere with just this, but we're going to merge into a stun for next turn just in case he goes for the ultimate, which I assume he will. So we can do that. This is going to make sure he doesn't refresh the basic stats. Okay, it does kill. Hopefully this goes on to Zeldris. It does not go on to Zeldris. Okay. Would have been really nice to hit the Zeldris there, actually. The shield should help me a little bit. He'll probably use the AoE to get through it, but it can only use 2 cards. I did go back to full health there, which is insane. Mael is still, like, a really crazy character. Like, very, very good. There's no really debating that, but the Angel team in general just doesn't have... quite what you need, which is unfortunate. So he did have Tarmiel Link on, right? Pretty sure he did. Yeah, okay, so let's go for the AoE into... I'm hoping that kills Zeldris off. I think I'm pretty confident that it does, but even if it doesn't, it'll be alright, I guess. So let's see it. Boom. Okay, it does barely kill Zeldris off. He's gonna try to rely on the ultimate here, but I'm going to stun him. So that's kind of a feels bad, man. He won't be able to lifesteal any health back this turn. Depending on card draw. Okay, I get a level 2 Sun Cutter. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good pulls for me. Okay, let me buy some more tickets. We're just going to waste all of my friendship coin tickets. Just try to grind a little bit of the game mode here, so that way hopefully I don't have to grind more later. Because I assume... by the end of next week, like, the teams are going to be really weird. And not that I don't want to play with weird teams, but I'm already kind of, like, over this game mode in general. So the more I can do now, while I can get some maybe easy wins in here or there, the less I'll have to worry about it later. So I'm just going to play it fast and crazy. Ooh, okay. This team is actually pretty nuts. I've fought this team a couple of times, actually, and it is quite weird. I'm not 100% sure what my odds of killing here are, but the fact that he can, like, cleanse a whole lot of debuffs off and stuff is really good for this team. I'm going to get rid of this guy just so that way, hopefully, we can start cutting down on some of the characters he has. We'll see how much this level 2 does. Ooh, yeah, that's really good damage turn 1. If we can kill the Liz off, it's going to help a lot, but obviously one of the big things about Liz is that she kind of heals, and she can push for ultimate and stuff. We do get a level 2 Sun Cutter, which is really nice. I think we just go for the shield, the pierce, and then the Mael card to see if we can kill Diane off. The problem is he may end up getting... So he's pushing for ultimate here. And he's putting on the stance. Actually, he didn't push for ultimate. I thought he was going to use this and attack with Liz, but he didn't. I guess that's fine for me, actually. The defense-related stat buff is actually really nice from Diane. So, he doesn't have any ult control. No, okay, Diane has ult control. This is the blue Gowther, so it's not really that big of a deal. We do put on the shield, though. I wonder if we could actually get our ult here and be able to use it. I kind of doubt it. There's no way he doesn't have what he needs to at least get through the shield and take my ult off, I would imagine. But who knows? Okay, about 100k. Not that crazy. We did not kill, of course, which is a little bit unfortunate. If we could merge into a stun or something, that could be kind of nice. I guess even if we don't kill here, or like if we don't get our ultimate off, we'll be able to use these 2 cards and then maybe stun. Not 100% sure. Let's see how it goes. So he attacks with the Diane. Does take the ult off. That's completely fine. He goes for, he gets the ooh, I think I'm still in a pretty good position, actually. So I think I go for this, and then I could even attack, but let's do this. So we're gonna stun out, so now she can't take off my ultimate move gauge. And then I don't really care that he's going to full heal off this. It is going to give him attack-related stat buff, but with just these 2 characters, very unlikely that they can kill a Mael at full HP, so I think I'm pretty much good anyway. So, should be a win. This team was really, really good when I was using Jelly King, because he could cleanse off the bleed debuffs and stuff like that. Diane is so tanky that I'm not going to be able to get through, and then I would just basically fall apart. Like, as soon as he could kill Jelly King off, it was basically done for. So that is a bit unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. So let's go for, we'll throw this out, and then this out. We need to make sure that we kill the Diane off. Honestly, once we kill Diane, the team really shouldn't have too much going on, so... should be okay, hopefully. Plus, this ult hits very hard, so yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. So I really wish that they would bring Mael back. I do need to get a couple more copies of him. Plus, it'll help with like Nidhogg and stuff. But it is fun using him again in PvP. All right, we have an Albedo team. Pretty cool. The blue Bon is very bizarre to me. Quite an interesting choice. Let's go for bait into Ludo card into the Mael, so that way I still have a backup Ludo card or a backup Mael card to mess around with. And even though we're gonna give him some stats here, I actually think that we might kill. Yeah, and that's gonna cause a forfeit, because I mean, once you lose Albedo, like, the team doesn't really have anything else going on for it. I'm not really sure what the idea with this was. He had Gilthunder in the back. I assume maybe it's just to, like, cleanse off debuffs with the Elat. I don't know. Kind of I mean, that's one of the cool parts. You see, like, a lot of these weird sort of, like, amalgamation teams. The problem is that you can still use stuff like this, and those teams don't stand a chance at all, which is where the thing kind of falls apart, because... like, if you're using basically any unit with, like, released within the last year, and then you're seeing a bunch of people have to put, like, weird SR characters or just, like, old school year 1 units on and stuff like that, like, the power creep is just insane. So, realistically, what they need to do... Is he going to have CC? He does not. Okay. Running Ludo. I really can't tell if he's got CC food on or not, to be honest with you. So, kind of interesting. Alright. I mean, that's cool, I guess. What they really needed to do was, like, ban all of the festival characters. Any character that's, like, super, super good needed to be banned, basically. And then, like, limit LRs. Like, the amount of teams that I've seen where it's just, like, one LR Escanor and a whole bunch of, like, really bad humans is crazy to me. And, I mean, I'm not saying, like, that team is, I guess, okay. It's not the best. I'm not super happy with it. But it is, it's very odd to see so many people rely on just, like, one unit. And I mean, so it works. I've lost to the LR Escanor team like several times actually, which is pretty crazy to think about. But it's wild to see like the combos that people are coming up with. I don't know. It's cool, but sometimes it's weird. I don't know. All right, so this Diane is actually really interesting. She puts on these damage dealt increases. So he actually might be able to do some decent damage here. Luckily, he can't actually lower my stats, which is nice. And I'm about to level 2 stun him if he doesn't kill me here. Okay, he doesn't kill. I don't have any Mael cards to get any HP back, which is very unfortunate for me. I think we go for this. Just get a little bit of damage out here. Just go for a full hand merge, I guess. And then let's stun the Bond for 2 turns. This Diane doesn't have a stance or anything, so we might actually be in a pretty decent spot if we can just start killing off some of these extra characters. Because Bond did get full HP back from that, which is kind of unfortunate. That's a 2-turn stun, so that's going to be really annoying for him. He did have a couple of extra cards in hand. Yeah, if he doesn't kill me here, I can probably lifesteal a good amount back. Oh, I forgot. She has Purify. Oh, that's so good. Breaks the shield, actually. Ah, oh, so unfortunate. I think he kills me. Ah, man. That's so unfortunate. The level 2 stun was not good enough. That's crazy. See, this is a cool team, though. This is a really cool, unique team. I like that. So let's go ahead and try to kill this area off. I think I'm pretty much dead here now that Mael is gone, but I might be able to try to do something. Okay, probably not. Can I kill here? Please kill Ludo. Nice. Into another stun. Bond's ultimate is pretty nuts, though, so odds are definitely stacked against me here. The Diane is actually really cool. I actually really like that. That is one thing that I like seeing the cool and interesting teams, and like when you see a team like this that actually works, it's very like unique, and it makes me, I don't know, it's very cool. Like I like variety in PvP, and regular PvP just doesn't really give you that anymore. So it's very unfortunate. Still in a pretty bad spot here. Luckily, we can get Ludo's ultimate, and I can stun the Bond again. He's disabled his Diane, so I've at least got that going for me. Problem being that Ludo's ult is bad. Like, even at 6/6, it's not good. And this is the green Ludo, who's seasonal, so I think I only have him 1/6. Yeah. I do not have any more stances, so that's also bad. This is red Arthur, so he's not going to be able to purify that unless he was at, like, level 3 on the buff card or anything. I can decrease skill ranks on the Bond, but I don't think it looks like he has any, like, level 2 cards or anything in hand. I think at level 2 this would actually remove some damage dealt, or not damage dealt, ultimate move gauge as well. But yeah, I think I'm done for here. Let's just go for an extra one of these because it's a rupture skill, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So here's this, boom. Yeah, the ultimate's so bad. It's cool though. I really do like seeing like some of these variety teams. I'm always like, all right, I think I've got this in the bag. The fact that I wasn't able to kill the Bon off first turn there, obviously, like that falls off quite a bit. You know, I didn't get any Mael cards turn 2, and he was still able to kill me because of the cleanse and everything. See, like it's cool to see people come up with like they're like, all right, this is what the team's gonna do. I've got to purify for this and you know that and everything. I don't know. I like it. It's just it always doesn't play out the best. Because, like I said, people are complaining about, you know, not having some of these characters built up. Obviously, that just comes with, like, time spent playing. Like, it just over the years, like, I've built up a lot of these characters. And even then, my Liz was only level 90 going into this. I just went ahead and leveled her up to 100 just because I had the extra stuff for it. But, I mean, you know, not everybody has those kind of materials just laying around. You know, you're building up your account and stuff. You're probably working on a lot of things. I think the only reason I do pretty good in that regard is because I'm always saving materials for like the next banner that comes out, so that can be very, very helpful. So it just ends up being like hey, I have these materials already in reserve. I should be like good, so I'll just go ahead and you know, just spend some materials here and there on some of these units that I might be able to get some use out of, kind of thing. Nice. Okay, we killed Escanor off, so that's pretty much GG. But, yeah, I understand it. You know, not everybody has, like, just a reserve of characters. Because, like, you know, you as a regular player or, like, as a free-to-play player, you're very limited on resources already. You're kind of just building up whatever's new and good at the time. Because power creep is so crazy by the time you can get, like, a full team, you know, built up and stuff. Like, sometimes it can already be either not good anymore or, like, phased out of the meta or whatever. So you got to be very careful with who you're powering up. And I definitely understand that, so... Okay, we don't get a level 2 Suncutter this time. I'm actually kind of tempted to go for the stun here. Because one of the big things with Escanors are if they... I think I'm actually fine either way. If they can actually get off the Blast card at level 2 or whatever, they'll just ult rush, not be able to be debuffed. And then it's basically GG at that point. Like, they'll just start picking off, like, your biggest DPSs first. The Escanor is very, very good, don't get me wrong. But, you know, obviously, once you lose him, it all kind of falls apart. So, that's, I think, all the tickets that I have at the moment. So, we'll probably call it there. I'm at 3160, which is 0.2%, which is pretty good. I was at, like, 0.5 or something like that a couple of days ago. And then I didn't play for like a whole day, and then I was already out of the top 1%. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the meta sort of progresses throughout the next couple of days as well. If I have to, you know, try to jump back in and save some of my score, we'll see how that works out. But I'm kind of enjoying it at the moment. It's not too bad. At least the points and stuff like that are getting recalculated pretty much every day instead of it being like it was last time where the week 2 was like incredibly meta and just super boring. I didn't play it all that week, so lucky for me, I guess. But either way, that's pretty much it. I've been enjoying the Angel team. I don't know, a little extra video there. I wasn't even going to mess with it, to be honest, on a video, but kind of fun. So either way, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Subscribe. Goodbye.